Welcome to the Militia gaming community. I'm Trigger, and this is my Forza Horizon 5 Festival playlist guide for Series 1 Spring Hot Season. Let's go! Real quick before we get into the video, I want to mention that we do have a Militia Gaming Community Club here in Forza Horizon 5. You're welcome to join. It is open to all members. We're ranked somewhere around 150 right now in the world, so it's pretty high, but I want to get us in the top 100, so anything you can do to help out would be greatly appreciated, and let's get into it. Each week, the Horizon Festival playlist will change, and you will have the opportunity to earn new rewards. So each week, I'm going to put a short tip video together like this to help you complete the daily and weekly challenges with the least amount of frustration and effort, and hopefully save you some time and some credits. My plan will continue to be to address what I can in this video and then update my quick reference guide on the day the season goes live. Sometimes strategies or tunes will change the day of, and the video is not something that I can edit after the fact. So my quick reference guide is definitely something that you want to save the link to. It is in the description of this video. The two reward cars are the 2019 Raesr TS and the Toyota Trueno. The Raesr is available at the auction for between 11 million and 20 million credits, but it cannot be purchased at the auto show, and the Trueno looks to be only available as a seasonal reward. So you're going to want to earn both of these cars because they're both very valuable. That being said, it's important to note that the cars themselves are not the only reason to play this content. If you don't even like these cars, each of them can be sold for millions at the auction by people who missed out and didn't earn them in the festival rewards or in the festival playlist. So this is a great investment of your time every single week. In addition to that, a lot of the challenges reward forzathon points that you can spend in the forzathon shop. Alright, first up, the forzathon weekly and daily challenges. For the weekly challenges, chapter 1's pretty easy. You just have to buy the car. It's 320,000 at the auto show, and for a stock one at the auction, the lowest starting bid is going to be 32,000, although everything that I looked at was going for much higher than that, and the buyout is around 440,000. There aren't that many of these being sold, so I do recommend just grabbing it from the auto show to save time if you have the money. Chapter 2, earn 5 ultimate speed skills. This is pretty simple. Just drive on the highway at over 200 miles per hour without hitting anything, and you'll have it in no time. My tune for the pista is available in my quick reference guide. Chapter 3, win 3 road racing events. In prior weeks, we've been allowed to repeat the same event, and it still counts for these types of challenges. So for this one, I recommend doing the Descansar Dorado Sprint 3 times. It's by far the shortest course, so it should save you some time. Chapter 4, earn 3 Daredevil skills. A Daredevil skill is comprised of 3 consecutive near-miss skills. The easiest way to do this is to make sure you are in a Horizon solo session. If you go to the menu and tab over to online, in the bottom right corner, you will see Horizon Life. This means that you are currently in a solo session. If it says Horizon Solo, then you need to click it to go into a solo session. Then just drive along the highway, getting close to the AI traffic to get your near misses, and you will have 3 Daredevil skills before you know it. All right, moving on to the daily challenges. Day 1, 2, and 3 are very self-explanatory, so I don't need to go into detail on these, but you're welcome to send me a DM if you're confused about anything about those. All right, day 4 is to drive 10 miles in road racing events. I suggest racing Dunas Blancas Sprint and Llanuras Sprint. These 2 sprints will add up to the required 10 miles, and they are the fastest races with the least amount of slow sections, making them the obvious choice. I'm gonna skip day 5 for just a moment. Day 6 is pretty easy, just drive on the highway. I would suggest driving just above 150 miles per hour so that it takes a little bit longer for you to get from one point of the highway to the other. This will help you with the full 15 seconds above 150 miles an hour. And lastly, for day 7, you have to 3-star a drift zone. The shortest and easiest drift zone is the one at the main festival. It's called Giro Encorvado, and that's the one I definitely recommend doing. Next, we have another Horizon Arcade, and remember I skipped day 5 of the daily challenges? Well, that's because I think it's possible to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. If you complete the Horizon Arcade on day 5, you will satisfy both the day 5 challenge and the Horizon Arcade Challenge in the seasonal events. This is great because you don't have to do an arcade twice, and if you're like me, I'm not a huge fan of the arcade events. I feel like it's too much reliant on multiple people being involved. Moving on to the trial, the playground games, and the seasonal championships. For these events, having the correct tune and car is super important, as these are widely considered the most challenging parts of the festival, and because the game doesn't give us the car restrictions ahead of time, I will make sure to update my quick reference guide as soon as I possibly can with my suggested cars and tunes, and that should be on the day that the season releases, provided that I'm not a new father, which many of you know my son should be born any day now. I do, however, have some suggestions for the danger sign, speed trap, and speed zone. For the danger sign Los Jardines, I'm going to be using the 2019 Aston Martin Vantage because that's the car that appears in the picture, and I'm pretty sure it's possible to do with the stock car. However, I've upgraded mine to S1 900. It should be a pretty easy danger sign to complete because it's at the end of the highway and you've got a nice long straight run up. For the speed trap Avenida, I will have a car and tune available shortly after the season starts. This one could get a little bit dicey. It's kind of a challenging speed trap, especially if they require us to use an A800 car. If it's an S1 car, it should be no problem at all. And lastly, the speed zone Orilla del Rio. I'm going to use the car in the picture, which is the 2004 Lancer Evolution 8. The class should be Modern Rally with an A800 restriction, and trust me, with my tune on the Evo, it's absolutely possible. Just follow my lines in this clip and you should do fine. And remember guys, everything that I use and figure out during the season will be updated in my quick reference guide, which is again linked in the description of this video. Alright guys, please, if you have any suggestions of how I can make this video better, please leave a comment on the video. And as always, I hope this helps you complete the weekly festival playlist faster and with less effort. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.